Hey, Pastor Kevin here. Pastor Kevin in Whitehorse. This past Sunday was Christ the King Sunday. I'm going to refrain from calling it Reign of Christ for now, even though that's more of a common usage, but Christ the King Sunday has overtones and a background that speaks directly to our situation today. Christ the King Sunday started when Pope Pius XI wanted to recognize the Vatican as a city-state, and so he wanted to tell the Italian government that Christ is their king. No other human authority has power over them. And make no mistake, this was Christian nationalism, and they were not afraid of saying that, because Christ the King was a reaction against humanism, secularism, and yes, democracy. The Vatican worried that humanism, secularism, and democracy put the human being at the center of society rather than Christ. The Pope worried that if you put the human being at the center of society, Christ will be left out, and God will be left out of our community, out of our society, out of our world, and that the human being will be so self-centered that will create immense social problems. So Christ the King was meant to say that Christ is sovereign over everything and everyone. Christ is our King who reigns over heaven and earth, and we are to submit to Christ's authority. But you know what they really meant? They wanted people to submit to the church's authority as they were Christ's representative on earth. And so the years went by, and Christ the King became a regular staple in our liturgical calendar. And so the folks who put the lectionary together realized the problem and came up with contrasting images of Christ our King. Most notably, Christ the King readings for, I think it's year B or year C, is the crucifixion, reminding us that Christ as King rules from the cross. His crown is made of thorns, and his throne is the cross. That's in direct contradiction to what the world wants Christ to be. That the world wants Christ to be powerful, politically powerful, militarily powerful, a Christ who dominates rather than serves, a Christ who conquers rather than loves. But this Christ who is our King is the one who calls us to a life of mercy, kindness, forgiveness, healing, reconciliation, and love.